Burn this poem. Burn this poem if I become irrational. If at any point there's a stanza here that could have been a text of the person I should actually be talking to, burn this poem. If I win a special Tony Award, burn this poem. If you find this poem under my mattress with $100 and a suicide note, take a photo for the media, and then burn this poem. If this is read aloud in a diversity and inclusion workshop, please burn this poem. We've lost. If this poem appears in a forthcoming collection, burn it. I've lost. Burn this poem if I begin to talk about my mother. Burn this poem if it smells of honeysuckle. Burn this poem if birds finally begin to fall from the sky because there is something they're not telling us. Burn this poem if you see me crying in the subway. Burn this poem if someone decides to set fire to the Broadway box and the police are looking for evidence. Burn this poem if the invisible hand turning the crank tries to touch you. Burn this poem in the revolution. Burn this poem for light. Burn this poem if you find yourself hogtied in a voting booth. Burn this poem if it only gets on the mic for a feature. Burn this poem instead of a human sacrifice. Burn this poem at the doctor's office. Burn this poem in a cell. Burn this poem if it was intimidating when you first met it. This poem may spontaneously combust if asked to analyze its form. Please keep this poem away from open windows and MFA programs. This poem is evidence that I still have a smart mouth and have never been handled warmly. Please read this poem aloud for homely little black girls who are supposed to be in class. This poem is best served with a machete and a whiting sandwich. Please keep this poem out of graveyards masquerading as centers for artistic excellence. This poem and a bear are in the woods. Burn this poem. Fight the bear. Burn this poem. Punch a cop. Burn this poem. Cry in the performance review. Burn this poem. Quit your job. Burn this poem, learn your neighbors' names. Burn this poem, wear a mask. Burn this poem, pick up a pen. Burn this poem, free the Congo. Burn this poem, free Sudan. Burn this poem, free Palestine, and punch a centrist in the throat. If anything in this poem has lit its own match, good. Because at this point, fire is the lesser of two evils.